What's happening, guys? This is Shane Manrique on the camera, and we're talking about foot pressure in squatting and in all lower body movements. Actually, we noticed the other day that when people were doing their warm-up jump squats, there was a lot of being on the toes, and if you see my heels off the ground, seeing something like this was very, very common. And unfortunately, that's very stressful on the knees. Whenever you don't have very full-footed pressure, the cue that I'll sometimes use is think about having big, flat pancake feet. When your feet are very flat, even when you're doing jump squats, you're equally distributing the load, the force, the ground reaction force that you're experiencing between the glutes and the hamstrings and the quads in the front. When you're all on your toes, it's just all shearing stress on the knee. So you don't always need to mobilize something if you're feeling pain or tightness. Sometimes the fix is motor control or technique or form. So if you're doing jump squats, you do need to leave the ground, but don't think of it as like a rolling jump through your toes and land on your toes. Think of it as big flat pancake feet. And grooving that pattern is going to help your Olympic lifts, because the Olympic lift should be very full-footed as well. It's going to improve all your squatting, because when you're rolling to your toes, you're developing a very poor motor pattern that is eventually going to have your knees feel very achy. So practice that on your own. Practice just jump squats with flat feet. And start watching foot pressure of your fellow athletes and people you work out with, and start to notice that the better athletes, the coaches, the more experienced people, probably stay very flat-footed. So try that out. See, you'll probably also feel more glute kind of activity when you're doing that. If I'm doing it poorly, like this, I feel more stress here on the front, and when I'm doing it properly, I feel more butt activity. So if you're feeling activity in the butt, you're doing it right. Watch people's foot pressure when you're working out, and try to be the ones who have big flat pancake feet. Talk to you next time.